Well, hello again, everybody. If this is your first time watching my videos, my name is Richard. I'm the co-founder of Center State Paranormal Investigations from Washington State, lower central Washington State now. We used to be in the middle of the state. And these videos are basically just discussions on some of the equipment that I like, some of the equipment I use, some of it I don't like too much. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about SLS cameras. SLS is, and I wrote it down because I can't remember it, structured light sensors. What the program does is it basically looks for humanistic shapes and then gives you an overlay of what it looks like if it was a human shape, kind of, so that you can get an idea if there is a spirit there that's showing themselves, what that actually would look like. So let me bring this thing up here real quick. And I've tried doing this by myself, and it's very difficult to do. And I'll explain that to you in a minute. But in essence, I'm going to show you a short video of what it actually looks like when the program is mapping it. So that's one of the people I work with, and she was gracious enough to turn this around here a little bit. She was gracious enough to kind of model it for me. Let's try that one more time just for fun. So if you essentially, the theory is that if you get a spirit, that's the overlay that you get depending on what position they're in to kind of show you that someone's there. Now, the caveat that I have for this, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos that use these, and I found that it's very, very, very easy to get false readings if your camera is moving. So if you're holding it in your hand, even the vibration of your pulse rate makes your camera move. Sometimes you can get false images off of it. It looks for anything that might have a kind of a humanistic shape to it. I have seen people use it at cemeteries where you get overlays on top of the gravestones and so forth because they all kind of look like basically human people, trees, that type of stuff. I have used this particular program. This one is I think it's called the Ghost Tracker. It's a SLS Camera Pro by Spirit Shack from the UK. They make a lot of products, and a majority of them, such as the Spirit Box that I was talking about a couple weeks ago, works for a minimal amount of time before it gives you the little commercial thing. If you want to use this, you have to buy it thing, or get the Pro version, then it doesn't stop. Well, this one that I just showed you is the Pro version. I paid, I believe it was $8.99 for it. I also have the free version, but it runs for like 3 minutes and then gives you the little blurb across the screen of, oh, you can buy the Pro version and you won't have any ads or commercials or interruptions at all. So that's the only thing that I wouldn't call it a complaint, but concern that I have for Spirit Shack. Their products are good. Some of the ones that I've used are really good. But in order to get all the functionality and more than 3 minutes time, you need to pay for it. Anyway, that's what the SLS camera does. This one, in my opinion, of course everything in my videos is nothing but my opinion, it works. I've done it, kind of scanning the room, kind of very slow sweep around the room, and I've gotten images off of it. I did one not too long ago where I got an image. So I actually set the camera down. I have a little fold out thing for my iPad thing here. that actually will let you set the device upright. And I set it on the table, and I wasn't touching it at all. And lo and behold, in the same spot, this spirit kept appearing for on and off for about 15 minutes. So in my opinion, there it is again, my opinion, this one works. But beware of false images if you're moving the camera, because it can do that. I've seen a lot of them on YouTube, and they'll pan the camera around, and they'll get images off of trees and whatever that last for like a tenth of a second, and then they flash out, and then they flash back in again. And to my mind, that is a false image because they're moving the camera, and it's so much easier to get it that way. Anyway, that's pretty much where I'm at with that one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the next one. I still have a couple of spirit boxes I want to talk about. But I also found, to me, it's kind of a novelty item. It's a spirit box television. And it gives you a TV picture that's nothing but static that supposedly spirits can imprint images on. I don't know if that's algorithms that are programmed into the program itself or whether this is actually happening, but for, if nothing else, entertainment value, it's fun. I've gotten probably 70 or 80 pictures off of this thing. I set it up one time, never said a word, and let it run for about 15 minutes and didn't get a single image. As soon as I asked someone to put an image on it, I got one. So again, to my mind, that kind of validates it a little bit that it does work. But that's for another video. So until then, everybody stay safe, please. Talk to you later.